Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And we are in the best-selling midsize sedan in the United States. We are in the newest 2025 Toyota Camry. This is the XSE, which is the top sporty trim, if you can't tell by the interior. And in this video, we'll tell you how this midsize sedan fits our family of three. Stay tuned. All right, Holly, we've been in it a few days now. Very important vehicle to not only Toyota, but the US market. Best-selling midsize sedan. Updated looks on the outside, on the inside, technology, powertrain, all that. But we'll start outside, move inside. What are your thoughts on the look of this one?
I really like it. I like the boulder grille on the front. That makes it stand out. And then the black roof kind of gives it a sporty feel. Which
we can't tell on this gray overcast day like today, but in full sun, there's actually some metallic flake in that black roof.
Fancy.
So really sets it off.
It does. Yeah, we've had some gray weather, so I haven't noticed that, but that is neat.
And given that we are in a silver paint job, you can see all the creases and body lines in it, and that really contrasts to that black roof. The last time on this channel, prior to my solo review of this actual car, last time I had a 25 Camry, it was all black. So couldn't look at the contrasting roof. So I like
but it is nice.
Yeah, the breakup in color.
Yes.
And, but yeah, generally familiar styling on the outside. But not a radical change or departure. We tested a 2023 Blue XLE hybrid. Not a lot has changed on the outside, just an evolution of the Camry.
A refresh.
Yeah.
Little facelift.
A little nip, little tuck. Moving inside, this is a loud interior.
It's loud.
I'm not talking about road noise or anything like that.
Well, it's also loud there too.
We'll cover that later. But, very loud interior. Tucker, do you have any thoughts on the inside of this one? He doesn't like it.
I like it.
Oh, he does like it. Why is that?
Because the red interior.
You like the red interior. It's your favorite color, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the bold red interior? We've had some subdued reds. This is like red.
Well, I do feel like there's enough black that breaks it up so it's not trashy looking.
Okay.
I mean, red can walk the line.
Yeah.
You know? And I do feel like this shade of red is walking the line. But I think it's just dark enough of a shade, and there's enough black to break up the red that it feels like a sports car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've even got red on the outlines of the floor mats down below us, front and back. So
it's nice.
Just kind of breaking it up.
Yeah.
Not a sea of black in here.
Yeah, I like that. I like some texture, some different colors. It's an easy way, I think, to pump up the class of your car if it's done correctly.
All right,
and the interest.
Okay, talking about style, we have an asymmetrical that my OCD brain is having a hard time accepting an asymmetrical design here. Especially in front of me, this waterfall of red over here. What are your thoughts on the design in here?
There are some things I like, and some things I don't.
Let me guess. Gloss black, lots of gloss black.
Yeah, and on top of that, I kind of like the design of the notches from the air conditioner vent extending out. It's kind of fun, but it's gloss black, so you know what's the first thing I think of? There's gonna be dust in every single one of those
there already
pieces.
is. Here, let me get it.
Yeah.
Done. But now there are fingerprints.
Oh, what? Fingerprints.
So, and then there's
So,
gloss
I
black
don't
all
like
down
that.
here, kind of where you touch.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Don't love it. Don't love
I
it.
don't know why manufacturers keep doing so much
Don't love it.
with the gloss black, but we will pause from the interior discussions and we will talk about ride and handling as we are turning on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas. Tucker, how is your wobbly head back there?
Good.
Good. Holly?
It's very smooth.
Yeah.
Wow. Get a little jiggle here.
They are some deep potholes, I guess, would be the appropriate.
It handles
Sinkholes.
it pretty good.
Here's the big one.
Okay, well, it sounded louder than it felt.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
For
Right.
sure.
It rides very well. I've been driving this one today. I took Tucker to Zoo Camp, took it down the brick streets, down Broadway, where we are about to head, and was very impressed with the ride on it. It's a very good, solid ride. Now going over the decommissioned railroad tracks.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll finish up the interior. Any other thoughts to the style? Very big screen. We talked about what we didn't like. What about what we do like?
the big screen.
And you can even do all CarPlay, fill up that whole screen.
Yeah, I like that. I like having the buttons for the air conditioner and the heated and ventilated seats, although it did take me a minute to figure out these buttons.
Okay.
So I'll say that.
Yeah, because these are buttons, but these are toggles, but for something different. So, yeah.
Yeah, but for something different, that's the thing. And then I was trying to like pump up the fan speed. And this has an arrow, so I thought this was fan speed. It's not. It's heated steering wheel, which is not the best thing to click on a summer day in Texas.
Yep. Fan speed is right here, up and down.
Yeah.
And then, yes, auto. And the seats, remember where you had them set. So, ventilated seat, nice and cool on my backside here on this not so hot summer day because of all the rain we've been getting.
Yeah. But you have a head-up display, which is nice, but no two-person memory seats, which is
Very
interesting.
weird.
Head-up display, but no two-person memory.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And this is the top trim. So very, very interesting. But it does have eyeballs watching back at you because we have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. So it's making sure you're paying attention to the road. Back behind it, full digital gauge cluster. It's same in all Toyotas with a full digital gauge cluster. It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No complaints.
It's
What
fine,
are your
no
thoughts on the
complaints.
steering wheel?
I don't love the texture,
Okay. Okay.
but I do like that it's smooshy.
Yeah. It's got a nice grip to it.
Got a nice grip to it.
You don't typically push a lot of buttons on the steering wheel, so won't go into that. But other thoughts, usability, livability, space, storage, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, there's storage options here, a couple cup holders here, one that could be a cup holder down here in the door.
Very long opening here.
Opening
if you
for
had
your
a,
crap.
if you had a tablet, I guess you
Yeah,
could put
I
a
guess you could.
tablet.
And then a very deep center console.
Very long
Very long.
lid, but yes, very deep, very nice. Little carpeted mat at the bottom.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hidden power source in here. So
Yeah, and the trunk space is very efficient.
we'll get to that in a moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, good storage. Not just overabundant, but
What you would expect
Yeah.
in a car, in a sedan,
Yeah.
I guess I would say. Speaking of space, did we talk about putting in Tucker's safe car seat?
good. Nice segue. We will put in a Tucker's child safety seat, showing you how much space really is in the back seat of this one. And then I'll show you that trunk that Holly was just talking about. Before I put Tucker's child safety seat in, I want to show you just how roomy the back seat of the best-selling midsize sedan really is. Plenty of room, nice storage back here, AC vents on the back of the center console, a USB-A and USB-C on the back of the center console, kind of a large center tunnel, so if someone rides here in the middle, they're going to be straddling it, and the center seat is cushy, but I am definitely sitting up higher. So me at 5'10", my head is hitting the ceiling here. I had to sit with my head back kind of awkwardly to not. So this really is going to be for shorter kids or shorter adults, shorter than 5'10". Otherwise, I'm quite comfortable. We do have a 60-40 split rear seat here, with the 40% being behind the driver to give you more storage, which I will show you here in a little bit. But I will go ahead and pop out now and talk about child seat installation. We do have these removable plastic covers over the lower latch points, which I like because it makes them very easy to access. But then over the life of owning a vehicle, you have to remember where you put these. We only have these for a week at a time, so I generally put them in the center console. Other brands that do this same thing do leave them attached, but kind of put them on a spring-loaded hinge. There are different ways you could do this, but I still like the end result in that you can really get to those lower latch points. I'm gonna go ahead and save myself some trouble and lift the headrest up. But before we put Tucker's Graco Extend-A-Fit child safety seat in, how he's been riding today, we're actually going to turn it around to show you just how much room is in the vehicle for a rear facing. So I'm going to need to move the front seat up just a scotch to truly get this in here. This is the same seat he rode in when he was rearward facing. So plenty of room in here without having to sacrifice front seat comfort. I like that a lot. Turning it around so that we can install it. This right here, the top tether situation, is why I do believe so many families with kids in child seats like this are ditching sedans and going for crossovers and SUVs, because the top tether situation is just, well, awkward is the word. You can see, first thing I do, top tether, and then we get these lower latch points, which, as I mentioned, are fully exposed, but for some reason that I cannot determine, these do not want to attach for me. So there we go. Helps if you come at it at the proper angle. Go ahead and get the passenger side. The ride height of the vehicle is very good for ease of entry and access, allowing me to nicely snug this down and secure it into place. Once that is done, now I can reach back here and awkwardly tighten this top tether to make sure Tucker is good and snug in place. Now let's go take a look at that trunk space. Coming to the back of the Camry, it is a power opening or power trunk release under the R and Y there. Just a quick button to release that. Then you can see nice, wide, tall opening. Toyota has really emphasized being able to get things of all shapes and sizes into the back of the Camry's trunk. Very, very nice opening, even if it is just a little on the shallow side due to how far back that window comes, which you can see, here's where our JBL speakers are. Coming down into the trunk, very nice trunk space, and I did mention the 60-40 split in the back seat. To fold those seats down, you have to pull this latch here and then either go around to the side of the vehicle or climb in and push. And you can see the pivot point of those back seats is a little bit higher, and so we get this little ramp going up, which does diminish the overall pass-through space. So it is a little tight, but if you need long items in a pinch, it can absolutely be done. Some things I don't love about the trunk space back here is the hinges. The hinges will come into your luggage space and potentially crush anything you have underneath it. Not my favorite. And for the best-selling sedan in the market, you would imagine that they would put a cheap little plastic grab handle here so that I don't have to put my hand on the exterior and get fingerprints or dirt and grime, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Qi wireless charger up here, USB-A interface for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it is also wireless, but weird.
Nice.
This is a 2025 model vehicle that still has and requires you to use, if you want to plug in, a USB-A. But everything else is USB-C up here. We have one USB-A and USB-C back here that I touched on. Interesting, outdated tech in a 2025 car, but yeah.
Well, as soon as you put something in a car, it goes outdated. Like,
Yeah.
what can you do?
How does it ride? What is the experience like behind the steering wheel?
I have enjoyed driving this car.
Yeah.
Yes. It has, sufficient power, some get up and go, like it's much different than the other car we're testing, this
Big behemoth of a Suburban.
which is a big behemoth Suburban. This, I am not used to driving big cars. So this I feel more at home in, more comfortable. You can move in and out of traffic easy, which the majority of our driving is around town, popping in and out of the grocery store, running errands, that sort of thing. And I think this car is a sufficient size for the majority of the uses that we would get out of it as a family.
How's visibility?
Visibility is pretty good. Doesn't it have a video? No, it doesn't. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't use it even if it did.
I know.
Visibility is really good. The back windows are really big, so that is helpful.
The mirrors are pedestal mounted, so you got a lot of visibility right here.
You do have a lot of visibility right there. So not a lot of blind spots, but you also have your cameras.
Which, while we come up to the stop here, why don't you push the camera button and show everybody it's strict. Go ahead and push it. You should be able to. Try it again. Going slow enough now. So yes, good 360 camera, the invisible car feature.
I like that.
Yeah.
I also like that you don't have to search through a ton of things to find the 360 camera, because I feel like a lot of cars hide that button. And this is just like super easy right there, no problems.
Yeah, a lot of cars like put a digital button somewhere. Like we can turn this one on to auto, so at low speeds. I know in previous Toyota Lexus products you haven't loved that, but here at low speed it'll automatically come on. So stop and go traffic, you can see that.
I just don't like. I like having control of when I see it. I feel like it goes off. In most cars, it goes off right when I'm like. Sealing the deal.
Yeah. All right.
Sticking the landing.
How is, you talked about power being good. How has it been driving around? Peppiness. I noticed the gas engine came on as we set off. Have you noticed when it's gas or when it's electric?
No. I haven't really. I didn't even really notice that feature that it had EV mode until we were just talking about it after I've already driven it around. But there is a hum.
Yes. That is the government required electric vehicle noise. So when the engine turns off, it like sings at you.
Yeah.
And you can notice that.
Yes.
In here.
Yes.
Is that what you were referring to at the top of the video?
About it being loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it. Some of it not. Some of it is the engine.
The engine.
That's the engine.
So a little bit of noise communicated in
It's
here.
a rainy day, and I just feel like the puddles that we've splashed through are just really loud.
Okay.
But
we're also closer to them.
Don't you think that's loud? The street noise? I mean, I feel like I guess we are closer to the road, but I feel like this is a lot of road noise.
There you go. Any other thoughts before I pull the window sticker out of the glove box, which is kind of an awkward glove box? It's like way back there.
What's the fuel efficiency?
Okay.
That's an important one on a sedan.
You're making me pull out the window sticker.
Yep.
EPA rates it at 48 city, 47 highway, 47 combined.
Dang.
And I will go ahead and put on screen our final numbers from our week of time in this one, running through town, doing errands and whatnot. But yeah, very fuel efficient.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Any other thoughts before window sticker price?
I don't know. I mean, I just know that we've talked about this before, that everybody's like going towards SUVs, or everybody thinks they need 3-row SUVs. Like, really, if you have a lot of kids, yes, 3 rows make sense. But like for us, like,
this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Fits in our garage.
Perfect.
Easy to park.
Easy to move around. We've got plenty of space in the trunk for anything we would need.
I see over 400 miles of range of fuel left in the tank. Like,
Yeah.
It can go for days. Let's see. Do they put on the window
We had
sticker?
this. We would never put gas in it
I know,
until we
ever.
like go on a road trip.
Yeah. We could go over a month, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Without
ever filling this thing up.
And that's kind of the big news for 2025. All Camrys are now hybrids. They've ditched the gas-only version. They're all hybrids. Your only option is whether you get front-wheel drive, like we have, or all-wheel drive, which gives a little bit more power.
Yeah. And I'll just say this. I know it's like controversial, but if you're in the market for a new car, I would not buy something less than a hybrid. That's where everything's going. Yeah. At least a hybrid.
And Toyota's bet big on it to the point that they are really behind the times when it comes to EVs. We just got out of the Subaru Solterra, which was co-developed with Toyota. Kind of behind the times, but Toyota has been leading the way with hybrids, and that's where they're putting all their money.
Well, this is the best of both worlds because you can ignore that it's a hybrid if you want to, because it's not plug-in or anything like that.
Yep. You just get in and go.
You just get in and go.
And go and go and go.
And barely ever have to buy gas. There you go.
All right. What do you think the price is?
I think the price is $37.
No.
A little too low?
Yeah.
Maybe that was wishful thinking.
Yeah.
What about 43?
No, too high now.
Oh, too high.
Somewhere in between there.
All right, I'm okay with that. 41.
Oh, yeah!
Yes!
41, 916, so 42 if you really want to get.
Look.
You were close with 43.
What's the base model at?
You can get these starting in the low 30s.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
And you're going to get over 40 mpg.
Yeah.
For $30K.
That is a great price. Because this is the tippy top trim at 41.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
It's good.
I'm actually pulling up my notes on this one as we speak. Yeah, so a LE will start you at 28.4. A base LE.
A brand new car in the 20s?
Getting you 40 mpg in all this room.
My goodness.
So she about fell out. If you want to see some more stuff from her, some behind the scenes stuff, go find her Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer.
Get me.
Tucker's there too. Very cute kid. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it, all at GT Garage Talk. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, we're going to get out of the rain, get back home. But be sure and hit that subscribe button. Help our family out. Until next time, Gearheads. Bye.
Bye. You like do this when you say bye, but mine does this.
Mm-hmm.
But I do
Yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
that. We all do different things.
What does Daddy do?
He does this.
Oh.
You know who I stole that from?
Who?
My friend John Goad.
Maybe I'll go. No, not that.
Why?
Maybe I need a different sign off.
Mike,
No.
I know what you should do.
What? Yeah, I should do that. I'm gonna start doing stupid stuff just so people like watch the
Stay
video to
till
see
the end.
what I
What's she gonna do now? You alright?
I'm sure that shouldn't have happened. It hit me like right in the.
And that's why people buy crossovers.
Tell the people who want to watch this stuff
Okay.
one
Spit it out.
funny thing about the black.
Okay.
So do not cut this out of the video.
The people want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think what the black. What's this? What's the black stuff called? The black is. It kind of looks like robin feathers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. You're right. It's kind of all robin colors, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.